Minnesota. I've been in this industry of network marketing for about 3 years now, and it's been one hell of a ride. I can definitely tell you that. But it's been definitely exciting. It's definitely been it's definitely allowed me to be able to live my wildest dreams, things I didn't think I could accomplish this early of an age, and, meet certain types of people that have put me in positions to really succeed. So this whole industry, this whole space is hella crazy. So if you've heard me speak before, you kind of know what I'm about. I'm about business. I want you guys to all learn the keys to actually be able to have massive success within this industry, because this industry, it isn't easy, but it's simple. I can put it that way. It's not easy, but it's simple. If you do a few core things consistently every single day, you can make tons and tons of money, within this field. And there's something that you would love to make a lot of money in, because it gives you the free time to do whatever the hell you really want to do in life. So let me go ahead and admit a couple more people. But so pretty much, guys, what I want to do today is strictly, I hope you guys don't think this is trading. This is strictly building the business, how to earn residual income, how to build a massive team and earn, massive amounts of passive income. So please, no trading questions. I hope that wasn't what you guys were expecting. That is something else that, we go ahead and are able to make every single, we're able to trade every single day. So this right here is for the hustlers that want to go ahead and earn money on both sides of the spectrum, take advantage of everything there is to offer within this company. So with no more to be said, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of dive into it. One, a couple key things I want to talk about. The first thing is that it is December. This whole year has flown by so damn fast. This whole year has flown by so fast, and so much has happened. And you really have to ask yourself at the end of the day, are you where you wanted to be? Like a year ago, are you there now? And if the answer is no, the simple thing is you haven't went hard enough. You haven't went hard enough. It is that simple. You need to do more. You need to do more, more work, more messaging, more personal development, more everything, more training, more everything, if you want to reach your goals for next year. And there's 30 days left. This is the holiday season. This is when a lot of people go ahead and, take their foot off the gas. They relax. They want to, kick their feet up, sit by the fire if, you're somewhere cold like me in Minnesota, and, relax with the family and friends. But this right here, these next 30 days are going to set you up for the beginning of 2022. If you can go hard for these next 30 days going into the new year, you don't have to wait to make New Year's resolutions. You can start making them happen right now. And if you're able to do that, you will get off to a way faster start, because 95, 99% of the world is just going to be chilling, coasting by this next, 30 days or so. They're just going to be relaxing, and they're going to go ahead and get into the gym on the first. They're going to go ahead and start messaging prospects on the first. They're going to go ahead and start learning how to trade on the first. They're going to start putting more time into this or into that on the first. But if you start now, you already have that advantage. It is that simple, because I know it is that time of the year. You feel a little relaxed. You're like, okay, I may have worked hard this whole entire year. Now it's time for me to take a little time off. No, you don't have that luxury yet if you are not where you want to be. If you truly want to be a 6-figure or 7-figure earner within this industry, or even with anything in life, you have to understand that you have to work during the times that nobody else is willing to work. I'm willing to work through the holidays. I have made multiple 6 figures in network marketing so far, but I have not made 7 yet. And that's why I want to go hard. I want to go to 7, and I want to go to 8. I want to be the highest paid. That is just, some of my goals. I hope you guys have big goals like me, because otherwise you probably wouldn't want to be in this call if you didn't have high dreams and aspirations. So all I'm saying is, for the next 30 days, make sure you are locked in, you are dived in, you are full throttle, making sure you get a head start over the competition. Because you're competing with yourself. You're competing with, obviously, other networkers. You want to be the first to every person within your network. And if not, you want to give them a reason to follow you. And we'll talk about that. I'll talk about, reasons why people would want to follow you. Let me make sure that everybody can hear me, right? Everybody can hear me. Nothing's lagging or anything like that. Okay, perfect. But there's another thing I want to get into. A lot of times people don't go as hard as, they say they want to go, only because they don't believe it yet, or they're not fully convinced of the opportunity. And let me tell you something. This opportunity right here is one of a lifetime, especially within this company. Right now in the world, everybody wants to trade. Everybody wants to learn about crypto. Everybody. The fact that we have crypto automations for the people that don't want to learn it themselves is insane. The fact that we have, multiple teachers and, educators that can help you make your money in the markets, that's insane. All people are waiting for is someone to give them this platform. And that is you. Somebody in your network is waiting for you to approach them. So don't wait for them to approach you. A lot of people want to do that with social media. And yes, if you do have a big following or you've created a reputation for yourself over the years, it does get easier. But you won't be known as that crypto person or that trader or that network marketer if the world doesn't know it. So you have to get your bearings somewhere. You have to go reach out. Start reaching out to people and stop waiting for them to reach out to you. It is that simple. You never know who it is. And the reason why I say reach out to people is because even if they say no, you are now on their radar. It is that simple. You are now on their radar. They are ready to, they're like, okay, they asked me about this trading thing. I said no, but now I'm kind of interested. I want to look back and watch on social media. What do they have going on? What are they doing? What was it that they're actually talking about? Are they having success? Are they consistent with it? Are they consistent? But before I continue any further, make sure you guys have a pen or a paper, because it is a known fact that if you do not write down or take notes on the information, you will forget 90% of it. And then honestly, there really is no point to even be on the call if you're just going to forget it all. So you want to be able to come back. And I would love it if everybody turned on their videos as well. I love to see everybody's beautiful faces, especially because there's a lot of people that I have not yet met or seen before. So I love that. But let me get back to it. So essentially, when it comes to this whole game of network marketing, and I'm not the only person that's going to be talking. Actually, my business partner, Josh Amundson, who also is a six-figure earner within this industry, will be speaking after me as well. But there's one thing, when it comes to network marketing, when it comes to sales, when it comes to things like this, you want to be somebody that people can follow. If you want to attract these different type of people into your life and into your business, you have to be someone that is worthy of following, or somebody that, the reason why people want to follow you. And what are the reasons that people follow you? And I have 5 in particular I'm going to talk about right now. 5 reasons that people, will follow you. So make sure you have a pen or a pad open, because this is obviously free game. We do this because we love it and we want to give back value to others as well. But the very first one is previous results. What have you done in the last year? What can you show that you've done in the last year? Do you have a reputation of, of success? Or, are you someone that people can look back and be like, okay, they did that? Do you have the results to show? Or the second one is current results. Are you currently doing it? Are you currently having success in that field? Can you currently teach and help and mentor others into, doing these things and reaching their highest dreams, goals, and aspirations? So that's number 2. So we have previous results, we have current results. And the third one is integrity. People will want to follow you if you have integrity. It is simple and plain. If you're real with people, if you're just telling them the truth, if you're just being honest with them, they will want to follow you. As soon as you create, your reputation is honestly everything, especially within this industry. It takes, the saying is, it takes 5 years to build a reputation and 5 seconds to ruin it. You want to have that integrity. You want to have that image of somebody that people want to follow. So make sure you're protecting your image. You're leading with integrity. I personally tell people, I don't really care what people think about me as far as, I don't like, he's that network marketing guy, he's that trading guy, whatever it is. I don't care if they say stuff like that, but I will not let people, speak any false about me, because I keep my integrity. I make sure I'm being honest with people and I'm leading everybody down the right path, because I personally genuinely believe that what we're doing right here will impact hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lives. I know I've already personally helped a bunch of people get to their different goals that they've, reached for so far in life. But so with that being said, so the first one is previous results. What can you show from the past? Current results. What are you doing right now? 3 is integrity. Make sure you keep your image clean. Make sure you are someone that people want to follow. And then the 4th one is incredible work ethic. People will want to follow you if you have incredible work ethic. People don't want to follow somebody that's lazy. If you look like you're not doing anything, if you're not consistent, people are not going to want to follow you. You know, I say it all the time. If I'm not posting on my social media, how can I expect my team to do it? You know, if I'm not in the trenches working day in and day out, how can I expect my people to follow the same? I can't, and you can't. You know, if you're not continuously, following up with prospects, or you're showing that you're, trading, or you're working, or, you're with your team as a collective, you're doing things to get better, reading, personal development, all these different things to get better within the industry. How can you expect people to follow you? It doesn't even look like you'd be someone that they'd follow. You got to ask yourself this question. Would you follow you right now? Just let's be honest. If you try to recruit you into the business right now, would you follow them? Would you go with them? Or would you look for somebody else to go ahead and follow? Would you look for somebody else that's built up the image? Or you look for somebody else that looks like they're actually having massive success in this industry? I know at one point in time, I would have said I wouldn't have definitely not followed me at one point in time. But then I worked every single day to become something that people like to follow. And that's in all aspects, mentally, physically, emotionally. Your social media profile, what are you putting out into the world? What are you posting? Are you posting, is all your pages just funny memes? Or is all your, in honesty, is all your stuff just a bunch of politics or whatever it is? No, you want to do stuff to give back to the world. Become someone that is attractive to follow. It is that simple. So fourth is having incredible work ethic. Make sure you're dialed into the trenches, because then you will attract people that will want to dial into the trenches with you as well. And then number five on the reasons why people will follow you is pleasing personality. Pleasing personality. That's a fifth reason. People want to follow people that they look like I said, have incredible work ethic, but also be pleasing to work with. They want to be around you. Do you incite, energy and good emotions into people when they see you? Or when they see you, are they just kind of like, damn, I don't really want to talk to them. And I don't really feel like talking to them. Because there's people in my life that I don't spend as much time with anymore, that as soon as I come around them, they're just negative. There is nothing good that ever comes out of their mouth. And it's honestly energy draining. You don't want to be around these people. You don't want to surround yourself with these people. They will honestly drain you and take away your energy, so you will not be able to give any to yourself, your business, or your team. It is that simple. So number five, pleasing personality. Make sure you're somebody that people want to be around. Make sure you have that good energy given off. Positivity is the key. That's what I tell people all the time. It's been like that for me, honestly, my whole entire life. I've always tried to give off positivity to the world, because I've always been a firm believer that you get back what you put out into the world. And I promise you, if you lead with positivity, it will be given back to you. You will surround yourself with great people. Your team will be happy. Morals will be at an all-time high. And when you're happy and you have a great, quote unquote, work environment with your team, you will definitely have more success, because people will be excited to be there. If they're excited to see you, when you go ahead and speak, they'll be excited to listen. It is that simple. When you speak, people will be excited to listen. So let me run through the five real quick. 5 reasons why people will follow you. Previous results. You have results that you can show from the past. Current results. What are you doing right now? Or what have you done lately? 3, integrity. Lead with honesty, lead with positivity, lead with trust. 4, incredible work ethic. People will always want to follow somebody that looks like they're truly working towards somebody and making ground or headway towards that goal. 5, pleasing personality. Just be a joy to be around. Don't be an energy sucker. I've had plenty of those in my life over the last couple of years, and you can see throughout now, I don't really spend any time with them whatsoever. And honestly, that can be friends, that can be family, that can be your own parents. I've had family members of mine that just were not positive. Every time I come around, they're always, honestly, for the first year and a half of building this business, my mom would always say, why don't you go back to school, get a real job? And I graduated college. She wanted me to go back and go to law school and, get a job being a lawyer. She said, why don't you just go back? Why don't you just go back? Those things are never going to work. And then I came home in a brand new Mercedes and she shut up. It was simple and plain. She shut up right there, right away. And it was a funny moment. And ever since, she always asked me for money now, coincidentally. But for a whole year and a half, I could barely come around her because she didn't believe in what I had going on. So I had to separate myself. I just said, you know what? I'll show her. I'll go ahead and put my work in, come back, and then watch my actions. Watch my actions. She can watch my actions. And then she did, and now she doesn't complain anymore. So it's simple and plain. But what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to get to is you need to surround yourself with these people that have higher energy, higher frequency, higher vibrations. Because if you keep surrounding yourself with these people that do not have that in their life, they will just only drag you down, drag you down, drag you down. The saying is you are the average of the five closest people or people you spend the most time with. If you hang around people that they all drink, probably drinking. Hang around people and they all smoke. Your five closest friends, they all smoke. You're probably smoking too. It's simple. But if you hang around five hustlers who are putting the work in day in and day out, you're probably hustling. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you're probably going to be the sixth one if you're not already. It's just a simple game. Honestly, like I said, network marketing, it's not easy, but it's simple. It's you do a few things every single day on a consistent basis, and you will have massive amounts of success. So I just gave you guys the 5 reasons, why people would follow you. And this is the biggest thing when it comes to attracting, people into your life, attracting people. And if you can display these through your social media, through your energy, through how you meet people when you're prospecting and things like that, you will have a lot more people honestly just come to you. Make your profiles centered around that. Show that you're a hard worker. Show that you're a pleasing person to be around. Show that you have positivity in your life. Show that you hang out with other successful people. If you're with high-level leaders in the business, or like say you go to an event, there's an event in Atlanta in January, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. But if you're going to the event in Atlanta, make sure you get some pictures with some of the leaders. Display that you're around these successful people or people that are on the right path, or the right path in life. It is honestly that simple. So I'm not going to say too much more. Those 5 things were kind of the key things that I wanted to surround this talk about. And we're going to be doing these every week. So if you guys found any value from it, I love that. I love that. Make sure you tune in every single week. We're going to kind of put some schedule together for these every single week. We just kind of want to bring all the value that we possibly can to everybody, so everybody can have massive success. But like I said, we got 30 days left. If you're going to go hard for the next 30 days, let me see some 2s in the chat. If you're going to go hard and you're going to end the year off right, so you can start the year off right, let me see some 2s in the chat. So that's what I like to see. Hey, don't start that. But yeah, literally, guys, if you can do these next 30 days consistently, put the energy, the effort, work on making yourself a better person, someone that, you would follow. Just remember to ask yourself that question again. Would you follow you? If the answer is no to that question, make sure you're doing everything in your ability to go ahead and change that answer. So, but thank you guys. I'm going to pass over to my business partner. This is someone that I've had the joy of working with for the last 3 years. He's actually a best friend and a brother of mine. It is crazy the amount of lives that he has impacted and the amount of things that we've gotten to do together for the last 3 years. He is someone that has all the insights, all the little nuggets, all the gems, honestly, that you will need when it comes to network marketing. Build massive teams and help countless people, reach their goals. So all I ask is you guys lend your ear. And if you haven't already done so, grab a pen and a paper, because I know he's going to drop some fire, because that is what he always does. But before I pass it to him, actually, if you guys do want to follow me on Instagram, if you guys ever have any questions or need any help, I'm going to drop it in the chat. It's just at Patnode, my name. If you ever need anything, feel free to ask. I will, get back to you. I will send voice messages if you need my number, whatever it is. Feel free to go ahead and reach out. So with that being said, I'm passing you, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, bro. It's good.
Bobbin.
All right, cool. I'll go ahead and put my spotlight up. Well, guys, obviously what you just heard from Jay was absolutely insane. He just dropped a lot of knowledge and things that him and I have experienced and learned from and applied to our business, over the last 3 years. And it's made a complete difference, like night and day. I remember our first year in the business, it was just like banging our head against the wall. It was just complete. It felt like a waste of time. But in reality, what we were doing is we were creating, our routing system. We were learning more about how to obviously be more effective with our time and energy. So one thing I really liked about what Jay said, though, is he was talking about would you want to follow you? would you want to join you over someone else? What's going to make, your prospect want to follow you rather than me? Put for an example like that. That's what I always thought about. A lot of my old mentors were 6-7 figure earners. I'm like, how do I get, my prospects and people out there in the world to join me over them? And, I just started thinking about this. If my team did everything that I did last month in November, would I be happy? If my team last month in November enrolled as many people as I did in November, would I be satisfied? Would I be happy about it? So ask yourself that question. If your team did what you did last month in November, don't try to fit in, drop a 3 in the chat right now. If your team did what you did and you would be happy about it, drop a 3 in the chat. You can own up to it. It's totally, it's good to recognize when you obviously are putting in the work and the effort, and if you feel like you could have done more, this month is your chance. This month is your chance to go just absolutely ballistic and build your business to levels it's never even reached you for. The goal of this whole call is, to obviously, just believe bigger so you can achieve bigger, guys. Whatever you believe is going to happen, 99% of the time, guess what happens? What you believe is going to happen. And so if you don't know anything about me and Jay, I know he kind of told you a little bit about it. This is our second network marketing company. We've been a part of one in the past. And we had a lot of trials and tribulations that taught us a ton. And we saw obviously iGenius, and we decided to make the obviously the switch over, and it's just been absolutely crazy. In 14 days, we were able to smack Platinum Ambassador, and obviously, that's not something that's normal. That's not something that you just come in and do. That took time to build our foundation, so we could do things like that. But these calls are going to help you build your foundation. And these calls are going to help you build your foundation. So you're going to be able to be a 6-figure earner in the very, very near future. And so I honestly believe this is one of the best companies on the entire planet. The products and services we have are unreal. I remember me and Jay were sitting here and, we're kind of just masterminding, trying to think of new, businesses and ideas and directions. And when we saw crypto automation and obviously, all these different other products and services that the company offers, we just got so excited. We realized there is unlimited potential for growth as a person and also in your wallet and obviously, just with your business. And so I'd say this is the right place at the right time with the right people. I know there's a lot of different leaders on this call that we haven't got to really know yet, because we posted this in other chats, but I'm really excited to build a relationship with you guys and be able to run calls like this. And so if you're brand new to network marketing, just in general, let's say you weren't in any other company, and let's say you're less than 6 months in the business, I want you to drop a 1 inside the chat real quick. Okay. Less than 6 months inside the business. If you're brand new in network marketing, guys, which is obviously the industry that you're a part of. Okay. And if you are brand new, welcome. You just joined an industry that has created the most millionaires on the entire planet, but it's a double-edged sword. It's also created the most failures. And what's the only way to fail? It's to quit or just don't do anything. Even if you do something, you're going to have success every single time. And so, this is a beautiful industry. It allows you to have a lot of money and time freedom. This journey takes time. I'm going to be honest, who here wants to hit a 6-figure income by, let's say June 30th of 2022, drop a 7 in the chat. If you want a 6-figure minimum residual income, drop a 7 in the chat by June 30th of 2022. Obviously, a lot of you probably have higher goals than that. You're probably like, dude, I want to get it done in the next month, right? I know Colby's on there like, buddy, I'm not itching. Come on, let's go. It's good. Way to have a high internal temperature. You should want to get it done as fast as possible, but you got to be patient though, because it does take time to learn this stuff. Trading is going to take you, a lot of time to learn. If you're brand new, 3 to 12 months, give yourself a minimum a year to learn how to trade. 90% of people quit trying to learn how to day trade after 6 months. And that's why if you look online, how many people are successful at it? 5 to 10%. It's the 5 to 10% that just don't quit. I know so many people on this call right now specifically that, most of them are part of our organization that had no idea how to trade. Now they're holding their own trading sessions. They're, getting handed massive funding accounts so they can trade hundreds of thousands of dollars. They are dominating the markets because they didn't give up simply. In terms of building this business though, growing an organization, guys, most businesses in America have less than 100 employees. You're trying to go out there and make 6 figures. That's hundreds of people inside your organization. You got to learn how to develop a few skills that, I'm going to specifically cover on this call. When I start diving into these guys, I really recommend you write these down, because it's not about what you can learn on this call. It's about what you can write down and teach every single person who joins your organization. This whole business is built off duplication. It's not just about you. It's about every person who ever enters your business. They need to know what you know. They need to know how to do what you do. And obviously everyone has their own special skill sets and stuff, but I really recommend writing these down. So one of the biggest things that has helped us, with our organization, over the past 3 years is helping, ourselves, but also our leaders stay focused. And focus, I'm gonna talk about 2 parts of it. Focus stands for follow one course until successful. I have a lot of people that join my business that are so fired up. They're like, dude, I'm going to dominate. You ready for this? But they have such a high, entrepreneurial spirit and energy. They're out there doing 8 other businesses that I didn't even know about. And I'm like, in my head, that's how I used to be. But I realized if you're not following just one course until you're successful, AKA 10K a month or more, that's just my opinion, you're spreading yourself too thin. You're the what's the quote? The master of all is the master of none, or I can't remember the joker of all trades. I can't remember the quote is, guys, but if you're able to just lock in on this business specifically, yeah, I know Jay's going, he's going to type out the quote for me. Hit me with it. If you're able to just lock in with this business though, put all the other distractions aside, that's going to increase your chances of hitting 6 figures dramatically. Put down, obviously, yeah, the jack of all trades is the master of none. Exactly. Yeah. And that's one thing I noticed. So focus, you need to focus on just this business. That's it. There can't be any other businesses that you really got to focus on. 99% of the time, people can't handle that, So the other thing is, I want you to imagine this. Okay. Imagine there is a dot on the wall in whatever room you're in, okay? Or if you're in the car, just keep driving, right? I see a couple people driving right now, don't get risky. But imagine there's a dot on the wall, all right? Let's say there's a dot and you're staring at the dot. I'm telling you, your goal and your job right now is to stare at this dot as long as you can and do not look away from it at all. I don't give you a time frame, anything. I just say, keep staring at the dot. You're staring at this dot. After like 10 minutes or so, your eyes are naturally going to wander off the dot. But your goal is how fast can you snap back to it? That's focus. That dot is your business. A lot of people, they stare at the dot for 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever, that could be 1, 2, 3 months, as an analogy. And then their eyes start to wander off and they start to get distracted by the things around them. It's all about how close and how fast can you snap back to that dot on the wall. Now, here's the thing that really helped us. Your team needs to stare at the dot on the wall too. How focused can you keep your team? Can you keep them on task every single day? Can you call them every day? Can you give them motivation every day? Can you post in your chat every day? Can you give your business love every single day? If you can keep your leaders focused every single day for a long period of time, you're going to win at a high level. Eric Worre, I know some of you guys have heard this. I'm going to pull a quote right from it. My definition of network marketing is when you take a large group of people and you can get them to do a few small tasks every single day. That's all it is. It's when you get a large group of people to do just a few simple tasks every single day. Message 10 people a day, 10 new people. Follow up with 10 people a day. Post on their social media about the business that they do every single day. Now, these are very, very simple tasks. You can get done within an hour, but if you can get everyone in your organization to do it, message 10 people a day, post on social media, do personal development, grow their brain, I promise you, you will dramatically grow this business a lot faster than just you doing it on your own, okay? So here's another tip of advice for people who weren't in our old organization. If you're brand new right now, okay, that's kind of what this call is really going to benefit you for. So something that really helped us with our old business is we had some things that we just kind of wouldn't really say to people until they were on the actual presentation. And this is a game changer, okay? You know, we withheld a ton of information, and that's how we got so many people interested in the business so fast. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually, I can copy and I'm gonna post these things in the chat right now, but these are things that you do not wanna mention to your prospects until they're actually on a presentation. And there's a reason why, okay? So I'm gonna post them real quick and we'll talk about it. So here's things you don't want to say to your prospects until they're on a presentation, okay? You know, and that's because they just don't quite understand yet, you know, and I'll tell you what you do want to say. You don't really want to mention that it's a company, it costs money, it's academy or university. You know, let's say you can, you know, break even with, you know, having a certain amount of people join. You don't really want to mention there's residual income. You can build teams, there's network marketing. You don't want to really mention that stuff because they don't understand it. That's not a traditional business, and it might confuse them. And so just withhold all that information generally. Yeah, like Colby said, a Victoria's Secret approach, you know, it shows, you know, a decent amount, but not everything, obviously. And so the thing that, you know, Jay and I and a lot of the leaders on this call, you know, kind of use is basically, you know, you can leverage, you know, your friend, you can leverage us, you can leverage your upline. You know, I got a friend who's been trading for X amount of time, months, years, a while, whatever you want to say, and he's down to help you learn. You know, would you want to hop on a call and, you know, learn from my friend? Most people are like, sure. It's very nonchalant. What I've been saying lately, because we like to sell crypto automation a lot, is I'll message literally anyone and be like, dude, have you seen what I'm doing lately? Or have you seen the new thing I'm doing? And people either say yes, because I post a lot on social media, or, you know, they say no. And I'm like, dude, it's insane. You have to check it out. It's crypto automation. It's nuts. People don't even really know what that means, man. Cryptocurrency is everywhere right now. You know, it's literally everywhere. I just saw Jade Hepper post that crypto.com is going to purchase Nadex. That's insane. They just purchased, obviously, you know, that stadium guys, their coin is blowing up. It's all over commercials. And I just saw Tom Brady on a commercial of cryptocurrency. People are eager to learn. And so if you just say, you know, yeah, you got to see what I'm doing, man. It's a cryptocurrency. It's nuts. My buddy showed me. It's all automatic and shit. Excuse me for my language. People are going to jump on it like crazy. Okay. So that's kind of what I would say. Just very, very simple stuff. Don't mention the whole company aspect and stuff like that. Okay. Getting into building your business. This is a big one. You know, if you haven't reached like $1,000 a month income yet, and you've been in it for a while, you know, a lot of times it has to do with some of the skills that you need to reach that. You know, just off the bat, building this business, you need to be positive and you need to think abundant. You have to. You know, I remember when me and Jay got in it, we hit up our first 200 people and we weren't really getting many people signed up. And we were starting to think like, oh my gosh, we're like starting to run out of people. Like this is our whole warm market and everyone's saying no, like we can't do it. Like no one's saying yes. But we realized we didn't have an abundance mindset. That was a scarcity mindset. We were being scared about, you know, the lack of people. We were being scared about, you know, other people signing up our people before us, you know, because there's that quote, if you don't show them, I will, you know, we had a scarcity mindset. And what we didn't realize is by thinking abundant, there is no limit. Just like Devin Sproul said, limits don't exist anywhere but in your mind. You have to have a limitless mind, abundant. You know, there is so many people on the planet all over the entire world that you can reach literally from the palm of your hands. It just takes practice on getting better at that. You know, it takes practice on networking. Okay. And so you have to be positive and abundant. You can't say anything negative. You can't say people keep quitting. Nobody's replying to my text. Nobody wants to talk to me about this business. Nobody's joining. You can't say these negative things. You have to think positive. You have to assume people are going to do it. And so here's a really important thing if you're brand new. Here's 4 skills that you need. And I know a lot of people have heard this before, but 4 skills that you need to study every single day and grow in every single day in order to dominate this business. Okay. These 4 skills, you really want to teach your team this. All right. So the first skill that you want to dominate and start to learn every day is communication. You have to get excellent at communicating with your team. Extremely good. You have to get really good at communicating to your prospects, communicating to your team, and giving them a sense of direction. Okay. You know, so this is communication. That's number 1. The second one is leadership. People are used to being told what to do since the day they're born. Every single day, think about it. Right when you're born, you're immediately told what to do, where to go, what to wear, what to eat, what school to go to. You're told pretty much what to do for everything, guys. Go to college, get a job. People need to kind of be told what to do until they can become more independent. When you join this business, you start off as dependent. You're depending on the person who just got you started, right? When you sign someone up, guys, they're dependent on you. That's pretty much how it starts. Then your goal is to get them to independent. You want to make them dependent to independent, and then eventually they'll become dependable. I have some people on this call that are on my team that are dependable. They are literally dependable. I don't have to babysit them. I don't have to do anything like that because they're dependable. Obviously most people don't join the business. They're just dependable right away. You got to help create leaders, help guide, coach, and teach them. But at one point, dude, people start running and they just go. And so that's your goal of this call, guys. So leadership, that's number 2. So communication, leadership. Third one is the hardest one for people, including myself. This is the hardest one. Mindset/belief. Do you actually think you can dominate this business? Do you actually think you're going to be able to quit your job and you'll earn 6 figures right off your cell phone? Do you think, you're going to be able to actually maintain a massive organization? It's all about what you believe, guys. And that's why you do personal development. You got to toughen your brain up. You got to make it very, very strong. You got to stretch your beliefs so it never goes back to the same. I'll tell you what, me and Jay, meeting each other senior year of college, how many years ago was that? 3, 4 years? I think we probably met earlier than that, but we were completely different people, like dramatically different people, like night and day. We had no personal development. We weren't saying positive things on a daily basis. We were hanging around negative people. We didn't have, the belief we have now, and doing personal development strengthened that like crazy. And then the last skill that you want to master, guys, is network marketing. Okay, that's what this industry is. That's the last skill you want to master. And so network marketing, just to kind of talk about that last skill, that's a 4-step system. Anybody know the 4-step system? Type it in the chat real quick. Let's see it. It's 4 letters. Type it in the chat if you know it. I know Hepper knows it. He's obsessed with it. Hepper's like, oh, yeah, I'll put it in there. Guys, iPet is an insanely important system that we duplicated through our entire organization that helped a ton. What does it stand for? Okay, iPet stands for, number 1, inviting. Okay, that's the most important letter out of the whole thing. If you can't get good at inviting people to check out the opportunity, no one's going to check it out. That's the first one, and again, you want to teach your team this stuff. So inviting is I. P is presenting. The person with the clicker gets paid quicker. The person at the front of the room tends to make the most money, right? That's why you want to show your camera on these calls. You want to be engaged. You want to be the person putting yourself on the hot spot, on the hot seat, making yourself feel uncomfortable, because that's the person who tends to make the most money, So that's the second one, presenting. The third one is enrolling people. When you get someone set up, are you helping them set up a stockbroker account, a traditional Forex trading account, if they want a binary account, a cryptocurrency account for, exchange trading, buying coins? Are you helping them get their crypto AI set up? Are you giving them the alerts 1 Telegram so they can get into the chats? Are you bookmarking their tabs for them on their computer so they don't lose all the websites you're trying to show them? Are you showing them the steps to success in this business? Enrolling people. It's extremely important. So many people in this industry don't make it because they sign people up and they celebrate like crazy and they don't ever set them up and then they quit. And the very last one here, guys, is training people. You got to train people on how to invite, present, enroll, and then train their people how to do that. You want to train them on how to train their people. That's how you create duplication. If you can get them to teach their people the stuff that they know, it'll change the game, guys. So last thing I'm going to cover real quick. This is a really simple rule to help you kind of figure out necessarily how many people do you really got to talk to make 6 figures in this business, but also maybe where are you going wrong? Where could you improve your business more? Okay. So this is called the rule 7. Okay. And so what the rule of 7 states is this, guys, and I'm going to actually drop this in the chat for you. And you guys, you can take this stuff and put it right into your notes. I drop these things in my group and stuff like that, along with other leaders, they do too. But it's really important to obviously do this stuff, guys. So the rule 7 states this, all right? Out of every 7 people that you call or, text, roughly 1 of them is going to answer or respond. Okay, it's just natural. People, it's very easy for them not to answer their phone or, reply. It happens, okay? Out of every 7 people that respond to you, 1 of them is going to actually probably hop on a call. you know? And so this is about 14% each time, getting lower and lower. So one of them is going to actually hop on a call. Out of every 7 people who hop on a call, one of them is going to actually, you know, join. And out of every 7 people who join your business, one of them is going to take it serious. And out of every 7 people who take it serious, boom, one of them is an Anthony Napolitano. One of them is a Scotty Huss. One of them is, you know, Jade Hepper. One of them is a Jay Patnode. One of them is a top earner that's going to absolutely dominate this business, guys. You know, you have to go through the numbers. You have to dig through tons of dirt to find a diamond. Tons of dirt, you know. You guys have, if you guys were on Anthony's call, you know, there's the top 5% of people in the world that are, you know, amazing managers and pretty much good at anything they do. Those are diamonds, and they're not easy to find. But are you able to find them? 100%. You just got to keep doing the right things every single day. Keep showing the plan, keep showing up to the calls, keep prospecting and following up with people. And obviously, you know, building your business, and eventually you're going to find the right person, and boom, your business will change literally forever. And you'll never be back to the same, guys. So we got a little homework for you guys. If you're really serious about dominating this, you know, we like to give out some stuff that will help you, you know, obviously increase retention, your amount of closing and stuff like that for your business, guys. This is an audio that Jay and I have duplicated through our business for a very long time. Okay. And I know a lot of people on this call have heard it, but this is called Eric Worre's GoPro 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And so this specific audio, this is steps. This is literally steps on how to become a pro. What is a pro? Someone who makes, you know, 10K a month or more, someone who's a professional in this business. You go from amateur to, or you go from poser to amateur to professional. So your goal is to take this audio and listen to these instructions. These instructions, you write them down on a piece of paper. You're going to hear it. It's literally going to tell you, this is what you say. This is how you help your leaders. This is how you create them. You're going to write these steps down. And all you do is now what you just wrote down, apply it to your everyday business. Start saying the things literally from the audio. Repeat the things to your team and prospects from this audio. And then here's the third part, give this audio to your team. And when people are asking you for help, you know what me and Jay say? Someone's like, hey, dude, you know, I've been in for about 2-3 months. I've been struggling. I haven't been able to make a lot of money with residual income. I'm like, have you listened to this audio? And they're like, what audio? And I'm like, right there, that's the problem. You need to listen to this audio. And if they go listen to the audio and they take notes and they send us pictures of the notes, so we know they did it, then we'll invest our time into them and help them. If they're not even willing to go listen to an audio, guys, back in the day, network marketing, you know what they did? They gave books out. They handed physical books out to people and they expected you to read it. I know Jade Hepper, one time he got approached by Amway. First thing they made him do was read Business of the 21st Century, which is a Robert Kiyosaki book. And he read it. And, you know, the reason they're giving you that book is to test you. Are you coachable and teachable? Will you actually go and, you know, listen to this information to grow your brain? So I'm telling you, if you listen to this and you write down notes and apply it, your business will change forever, guys. Another resource that Anthony made, which, you know, I'm still relatively new, is the business training website that he built for all of us, guys. The 5-step system, you know, all of his different ways of growing the organization. He also has a ton of resources, distributors, you know, giving recognition to your team. And then obviously, you know, more mindset growth stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'll drop that stuff in the chat here. But with that being said, you know, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this call. For those of you that took notes, make it an effort to, you know, teach your team the stuff you learned. You know, call one of your leaders after this, and if they were on the call, and tell them some of the stuff that you just learned, you know, some of the stuff that you just, you know, were able to take in and you want to apply to your business. You know, this is one of many calls we're going to do. Back in our old organization, we were dropping calls like this every single week. We're just getting started right now, though. So there's the audio for obviously Eric Worre, and then here are some more resources for you guys to go out and dominate. Okay, so the X12 ends and X6 ends tomorrow at 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. I think it's 12 Mountain Time. Let's get pumped up. Let's get fired up, dominate, you know, get your notebook out and just get locked in. Look at the dot on the wall, you know, all the way until at least tomorrow night. Let's get it, guys. So I appreciate everyone. Hey guys, if you guys
hold on. I don't have any questions.
Are you sure you don't got a question? Bro, get up here.
I'm positive, boss man. Great job, though. Everybody. So if you are in Minnesota or the area, I personally have bought the Eric Worre live event. Eric Worre has his GoPro virtual event this weekend. So North Dakota, Minnesota, if you guys are in the area and you guys want to come down, I will be putting it on at our place for at least Saturday or maybe Sunday, maybe both days. It's a 3-day event. Probably not Friday. I'll probably just watch it by myself on Friday. But if you guys want to, make sure you hit me up. And if any of you guys haven't invested into that, I promise you it's a very good investment, especially if they do it the same way they did last year, to where you actually get to go into like little breakout sessions and groups and things like that. So it's pretty cool. It's all via Zoom. But yeah, like I said, if you guys are in the area, make sure you hit my line. I already gave you guys my Instagram. It's just my name @Patnode, or you can ask for my number. But with that being said, thank you guys for all getting on. Hope you guys got a lot of value from it. We will see you all soon, and we'll be doing this again next week. Peace.